money, you ain't no discussion. Look, it's been a long time coming. They ain't cuffing my cloth, they tugging. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They ain't cuffing my cloth, they tugging. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, who don't play, 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 play. Who don't play, 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 play. Who don't play, 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 play. Who don't play, 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 play.
It's been a long time coming. Track star, long time running. I exterminate foes, they bugging. I'm joke, I want my nuggets. Gold, platinum chain, call him Johnny Dang. Dog with my brains, I go off like hurricanes until my diamonds look like rain. My verses, gas, I'm on it, spaz. The business, cash, no money, pass. Kenny said I need a verse, I said give me like 30, I did it in 15 for real. I been on fire, they want me to chill. I been on fire, they want me to.
Look, it's been a long time coming. They ain't cuffing my cloth, they tugging. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, they tugging. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, who don't play, 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 play. 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 Who don't, yeah.
School softball, the OHSAA tournament here on OH Report. And there you see the matchup, the Carey Blue Devils taking on the new Rigel Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets, a dominant team all season long, the #1 seed. Carey, a little bit of a surprise in their district semifinal win over Hopewell Loudon. Get to this district final against the new Rigel Blue Jackets. We'll have it for you coming up next, live and free on OH Report.
She got that.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
To New Riegel High School here in northwestern Ohio, Seneca County to be exact, for the HDER Link pregame show. And you got the matchup again, the Carey Blue Devils, the #4 seed, taking on the new Rigel Blue Jackets, the #1 seed in this district. Blue will win today. Both teams wearing navy blue uniforms. New Rigel have the yellow numbers and lettering on their jerseys. And speaking of New Rigel, and you see 24-3, winning the Sandusky Bay Conference. These two teams have met once this season. That was about a month ago, April 13th. Right here, as we take a look at the New Rigel teams, the team spotlight. Anthony Connor, the manager. As you see there, one of the dominant teams in Division 4. They can do it both hitting and pitching, as you can see by their numbers. Carey certainly know about that. The Blue Jackets were 9-0 winners here back on April 13th. The game which Teresa Gillig, the Carey manager, said they just didn't play defense very well in that matchup. And our player spotlight for New Rigel, their center fielder, Katie Dreyfus, number 23. She is a senior, one of four seniors in this team. All four of them were freshmen when this new Rigel Blue Jackets team last went to the state semifinals back in 2021. There you see the numbers on the left-handed hitting senior center fielder. Dreyfus is the leadoff hitter for the Blue Jackets. As we go over to the Carey Blue Devils, like I mentioned, their manager, Teresa Gillig, she said defense and pitching are the keys to their team. As you see, they finished second in the Northern 10 Conference to Mohawk. Again, Carey pulled off a bit of a surprise in the district semifinal. They beat Hopewell Loudon 8-5, and they beat Isabel Beidelsheets the Player of the Year in the Sandusky Bay Conference. As we're ready to get things going here, Riley Broadman stands in and takes ball 1. She is playing third base for the Blue Devils. Russell Crowe, not the actor, is calling balls and strikes. Tony Gase umpiring at first base. Mike Oakes down at third. And Broadman is quickly ahead in the count 2-0 against pitcher Carson Piper for the New Rigel Blue Jackets. Piper is only a freshman. And the rise ball gets away. She has a good fastball. 7 freshmen in the New Rigel team. Four of which are starting. Broadman taking all the way and gets a pitch a little bit too high, so first batter reaches for the Blue Devils. Bea Harsanji standing in. Harsanji is also a freshman playing center field. Showing the button takes for a strike. Harsanji, the center fielder. 77 degrees here in New Rigel. Gorgeous day. Partly cloudy, lots of puffy clouds, which are obscuring the sun right now. No wind blowing at all. The bunt attempt gets right to the pitcher, and they'll double off the runner at first. Alert play by Carson Piper to get the double play, catching Broadman way off the base.
The pitcher, number 8, Kenzie Simon.
Here's a look at that again. Harsanji failing to get the bunt down, popped it right up and almost straight at Carson Piper, who alertly makes the play and catches Broadman off first to complete the double play as Kenzie Sims, the pitcher for the Blue Devils, takes strike 1. Maddie Heilman is the catcher for Piper as it's 0-2. Jackie Teal at first base, Lacey Schalk at second, Ashlyn Bullion at shortstop, Liz Walter at third, Elena Schalk in left field, Katie Dreyfus, we mentioned center, and Ava Wensink left to right in the outfield. They are playing straight away, medium depth. Walter a step inside the bag at third. Teal about even with the base at first, actually a step inside. Count in favor of Carson Piper, the Blue Jackets pitcher. Can't catch up to that fastball to keep the count at 0-2. Simons is a senior. And fouls one straight back again to stay in there at 0-2. We've seen Piper a bit more of a power pitcher. Simons likes to work off speed quite a bit, and she gets the strikeout, her first of the game. So Carey get the leadoff runner aboard, but they get her doubled off, and so we'll go to the bottom of the first here live and free on OH Report. back at New Riegel High School, this district final between New Riegel and Carey. Just welcome to our Facebook viewers, as we had a little trouble getting that feed up, and now it's up and running. So thank you very much for logging in, showing your patience on Facebook as well as our YouTube channel. Justin Wilson running the camera, Adam Thompson, our technical director. I'm Keith Kokinda, on loan from Big Ten Plus tonight for this district final. And the first pitch from Kenzie Simons misses upstairs to Katie Dreyfus, who we highlighted in our player spotlight, the center fielder for the Blue Jackets. Love those yellow helmets they wear. To second, Garner McKelvey with an easy play, out number one. I'll bring up Ashlyn Bullion, the shortstop for the Blue Jackets. There's also Autumn Bullion for playing left field for Carey. They are very distant cousins, according to both coaches. As Simons misses down and away for ball one. Bullion is a junior. Tylen Stoll in several steps down the line at third, and the ball's hit right past her for a base hit. Nothing Stoll could do about that. She was too close. It was just hit too hard.
Third baseman, number 28, Liz Walter.
Liz Walter will stand in. Riley Rao is the catcher. We'll focus on her coming up at the top of the second. Kinley Phillips at first base. Garner McKelvey at second. Riley Broadman, the shortstop, as the first pitch is fouled off. Tylen Stoll, I just mentioned, down at third. Autumn Bullion, I mentioned before as well, in left field. Baya Harsanji in center. Reagan Kessler, who is the flex player in right for the Blue Devils, she will not bat. Likewise, Carson Piper, the pitcher for New Riegel, will not be hitting as well, as that pitch misses upstairs to run the count even at 1-1. Ralph thought about making a throw down to first to try to catch Bullion off the base. Stoll with a nice pickup, has trouble getting the ball out of the glove, but she is able to make the play as the runner advances. Terrific pick by Stoll.
Left fielder, number 18.
He was playing a couple steps inside the line, as you saw. And we'll take another look at it here on the WMS replay. As Elena Schock swings through the first pitch for strike one. Elena is the cousin to Lacey and Olivia, who are sisters. Lacey, a sophomore, Olivia, a senior. Olivia not in the starting lineup for New Riegel. Lacey Schock is a sophomore. To second, McKelvey with another easy play, a 1-2-3 inning for the Carey Blue Devils. We've played one, still scoreless in this district final, live and free on OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Top of the second, Riley Rao, the Carey Blue Devils catcher, standing in, and she will be the spotlight player for the Blue Devils here in a moment. She pops one to the right side. Teal has the play in foul territory for out number one. And here it is. The Player spotlight on Riley Rao, the sophomore catcher. Having an outstanding season, as you can see from the numbers. Brought to you by HDR Link. First left-handed hitter for the Blue Devils. That's Kinley Phillips playing at first base. Phillips drawing in Walter from third base by showing bunt and takes upstairs. Phillips, a senior, as I mentioned, one of 5 seniors who were in that 2021 team who reached the state semifinals. 5th time that they've reached that state. And that one, the first hit for the Blue Devils. A single the other way through the hole by Phillips, which is New Rigel. New Rigel have made 5 state semifinal appearances. As I mentioned, 2021 being the most recent. Trying to break through and reach at least a state final for the first time. The designated player, Kyla Orions, will stand in for the Blue Devils, who get a runner on board for the 2nd consecutive inning, and Orions takes strike 1. Orion's also a senior, a bit more experience on this Carey team. Can't catch up to that rising fastball. Orion's quickly down 0-2. Walter at third playing a couple steps inside the bag, as is Teal over at first. Bouillon and Schalk at short and center second playing at double play depth, and she stood there like the house by the side of the road to take strike 3. Thank you, Mr. Harwell. 2 down, it'll be up to the Tylen Stoll at third base. Stoll made a very good defensive play there in the first inning. Denying a hit to Liz Walters. She fouls the first pitch straight back. And so far, these Carey hitters have shown they are having a little trouble trying to catch up to Carson Piper's fastball or rise ball. And this is a district final. New Rigel, the #1 seed. Stoll can't catch up to that one either. New Rigel beat the Mohawk Warriors Monday 3-1, a pitcher's duel in that game. New Rigel had a shutout going till the Warriors pushed one across in the 7th, but it wasn't enough. Mohawk only had 1 run on 1 hit in that game. Piper, 0-2, just misses inside. Heilman held that ball for a brief moment, wanting that call, but didn't get it. Stoll is only a sophomore. To the right side, and it'll be Teal at first to put it away to end the inning. So the one-out hit does no damage. Still scoreless. We go to the bottom of the 2nd, live and free on OH Report. To the bottom of the 2nd we go. New Rigel and Carey in this district final still scoreless. The pitchers, Carson Piper and Kenzie Simon, so far pretty dominant. Maddie Heilman, freshman catcher, will stand in wearing 00 for the New Rigel Blue Jackets.
00, Maddie Heilman.
Stoll playing about a step inside the bag at third as Heilman takes strike 1. Outfield straightaway, fairly deep, especially Autumn Bouillon out in left field. Rise ball misses upstairs to even the count. Here's some other noise. The Blue Jackets baseball team is playing as Heilman hits it deep into left center field, and it's going to be Bullion who takes a command and makes the play in left. That's normally a center fielder supposed to take charge of that, but Bullion had a beat on it way out there in the outfield. And you might see there Tony Connor, the Blue Jackets manager, having a brief discussion with Russell Crowe, the home plate umpire. And he passes along some information there to Teresa Gillig, Connor's counterpart in the Carey dugout. So it'll run out. It'll be the designated player Peyton Weaver to stand in. She takes strike one again. She's batting for the pitcher Carson Piper. Or check that they may have changed. That's Ruth Bowman who's in there, and she fouls it off to the right side out of play. Yeah, Tony Connor wasn't 100% sure before the game if Weaver was going to be able to play. At the last moment, he did make the change in his lineup. Bowman is an infielder. Again, another sophomore. I mentioned only 4 seniors in this New Rigel team. And Bowman is able to get the count to 2-2 with 1 out. Stoll still playing about a step inside the bag at third and very tight to the line. Same for Phillips down at first, and she's positioned perfectly to make that play for the second out. Well, that'll bring up Lacey Schalk at second base. Schalk, as I mentioned, a sophomore. Her older sister Olivia also in the team. A thick band of clouds up to our right, which is obscuring the sun, but otherwise a gorgeous day. Stoll with another terrific pick down at third base to end the inning. We've played 2. It's a pitcher's duel so far here at New Rigel, live and free on OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
To the top of the third in the scoreless district final. Garner McKelvey shows bunt and takes it back for ball 1. McKelvey playing second base for the Carey Blue Devils. She is a freshman. Spells her first name Garnyer. She fouls that one off to even the count at 1-1 with both Liz Walter at third and Jackie Teal at first, charging very hard from their corner infield positions. Outfield playing straight away, not terribly deep. In the good crowd out there beyond the center field, beyond the right field fence, you can probably see on our camera here as McKelvey shows bunt again, but lays off to make it 2-1. Yeah, both Walter at third and Teal are first. They're about halfway down the line when that pitch gets to home plate from Carson Piper. Giving up a walk and a hit. The rise ball misses again to make it 3-1. Lacey Schalk playing well to her left towards first base to cover first with Teal charging. And McKelvey takes on the corner for strike 2. Carey won their district semifinal, 8-5 over the Hopewell Loudon Chieftains. And she can't catch up to that fastball. Third strikeout for Piper.
Left fielder number 2,
Autumn Bullion, the left fielder, will now stand in. Bullion is a sophomore. See a lot of the Carey players with a pink ribbon in their hair with their uniform number on it. And once again, the Blue Devil hitters not able to catch up to that fastball from Carson Piper. Now Bullion will try the bunt and fouls it off to fall behind 0-2. Try to get her to chase and miss. And Piper tried to get her to fish again, but Autumn Bullion was not buying. Piper tries to go off speed, but misses upstairs to run the count full. Get a look at it on our WMS replay. Foul away to the right side again, unable to catch up to that Piper fastball. Carey scored 3 runs in the top of the 7th to get that district semifinal win over Hopewell Loudon on Monday, as Bullion barely stays alive by getting a piece of that. Teresa Gillig doing her own coaching down at third base, which is pretty much SOP in softball. To second, Lacey Schalk has the easy play for the second out. Back to the top of the order, Riley Broadman, the shortstop for the Blue Devils. She walked to lead off the game for Carey, but was doubled off on a bunt attempt by Baya Harasanji. And Walter at third, Teal at first, playing a couple steps inside the bags. Broadman's walk came on 4 straight pitches. She's yet to see a strike from Carson Piper. And again, not able to catch up to the fastball. Looks like that got a piece of Maddie Heilman's equipment as well. Sounded like it might have caught the side of her mask as Russell Crowe checks to make sure she's okay. Outfield not terribly deep, playing straight away. Off-speed pitch misses upstairs. Wensing playing several steps to her right, away from the right field line. Gorgeous day up here in northwestern Ohio. And once again, Broadman ahead 3-1. Corner infielders Walter and Teal still playing a couple steps inside their bases. Walter very close to the line at third. And Broadman thought she had another walk, but Russell Crowe said otherwise. Through the circle, and a base hit for Broadman, who's now reached twice. Second hit for the Blue Devils with 2 outs. Harsanji will step in now. And she hit that double play when she bunted but popped up to Piper. Important note with 2 outs here for Carey. They scored 6 of their 8 runs against Hopewell Loudon on Monday with 2 outs. Now, Piper suddenly having a little trouble getting that rise ball to hit the top of the strike zone. Harsanji swings through that fastball to even the count. Get another look at it on our WMS replay. The coaches calling out number sequences so the pitchers know what to call. And Harsanji way out in front of that off-speed pitch. Great job by Piper to pull the string there. Coaches call out a number sequence to the pitcher who then checks the wristband, just like football quarterbacks wear. Piper ahead 1-2 and gets her 4th strikeout to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still scoreless in this district final, live and free on OH Report. To the bottom of the 3rd, Jackie Teal batting for the Blue Jackets. She gets ahead of Kenzie Simons 1-0. Teal playing at first base. She is also a freshman. And Simons misses up and away. Winner of this gets the winner of Lincoln View Patrick Henry. That game to be played tomorrow at 5 p.m. Patrick Henry 10-6 winners over Miller City. Lincoln View a run rule win 11-1 over Columbus Grove. And a 4-pitch walk for Teal. First walk issued by Kenzie Simons.
Number 4, Ava Wensink.
Ava Wensink, the right fielder, standing in. If you're a Boston Bruins fan of a certain age, that name should bring a smile to your face. Bruins get forced to Game 6 coming up tonight against the Florida Panthers. The throw down to first, not in time. Still questionable whether or not Brad Marchand is going to play in that game after getting injured back in Game 4.
Can you give me some trust to talk? Make sure I can always be a voice for you.
First time today that the Blue Jackets have gotten the leadoff runner aboard as Wensink takes a strike to even the count at 1-1. Only their second base runner, Ashlyn Boyan, with a 1-out hit in the first. The bunt will move the runner over. Play is made 1-3 on the sacrifice.
Go, Katie. For the Jackets, number 23, center fielder.
So Teal into scoring position. And back to the top of the order. And the left-handed hitting center fielder, Katie Dreyfus. Grounded out to McKelvey at second to start the game for New Rigel. Late on that pitch. I was watching Kenzie Simons warming up, and she showed a lot of off-speed stuff, but she's bringing a bit more heat here. Missing up and in. And Stoll at third, very tight to the line, about a step inside the bag. Outfield mostly straight away. Reagan Kessler in right field is the flex player, playing fairly well to her left. A little more of a gap in right center than left center. 2-1 pitch from Simons. Into left field. And a nice play by Autumn Bullion. Trying to get the runner at second, and they do for the double play. So each team get a double play. We get a look at it here on the WMS replay. Bullion was looking a bit into the sun, fighting it, made the catch, and caught Teal well off second base. It gets the double play. We go to the fourth, still scoreless, live and free on OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
To the top of the fourth, Kenzie Simons, the Carey pitcher, will lead it off. Both pitchers, Simons and Piper, have been as hot as Xander Schauffele was in the first round of the PGA Championship this morning. 62 he shot today, equaling his own record for lowest round in a major, which he jointly set with Ricky Fowler at last year's U.S. Open. Simons struck out to end the first inning. That pitch catches the outside corner in the upper part of the zone to even the count at 1-1. Top of the fourth. Good pitchers duel going on here in this district final. That one just misses outside. Walter at third base, about a step inside the bag. Likewise, Teal down at first. Through the middle, a base hit. Second time the Blue Devils have gotten the leadoff runner on. Their third hit of the game. That'll bring up catcher Riley Rao. She popped up to Teal in foul territory to lead off the second inning. And we'll have a designated runner. Caden Hurdle, a junior, number 4, running at first base for Sims. Piper ahead in the count. And Rao just barely held off. She's about 5'9", pretty tall for a catcher. Well, I've noticed both here and covering college softball, catchers tend to be a bit taller than you see in baseball. Fouled away to the right side. And Piper able to keep those Carey hitters swinging late with those fastballs and rise balls she has. Teal a couple steps inside the bag at first. Walter about a step inside at third. Just out of your camera view. Off speed, just missed. Outfield medium depth. Playing pretty much straight away. Dreyfus in center field, about a step to the right of center, to her right, that is. Rao checking with Teresa Gilling down at third base with a 2-2 count. Fouled away to the right side. That'll get out of play. Spectators down there have to be alert. Great crowd behind both outfield fences, down the line and behind us as well. That's taking up seating on either side of us, alongside the dugouts. Terrific facility for both baseball and softball they have here at New Rigel. 2-2 again to left center field. And not able to make the play is Elena Schalk, and that should be a base hit. We'll take another look at it on our WMS Derek Wentling Realtor replay. Schalk got a little bit of a late break on it, and it died in front of her. So for the first time, the Blue Devils get a runner in scoring position with Hurdle down, the pinch runner down there. And that'll bring up Kinley Phillips at first base, who's showing bunt already. And takes just off the plate. Phillips got the Blue Devils' first hit with one out in the second, but was stranded there. A good chance with a left-handed hitter up there to turn on the ball and drive it into right field and maybe get both runners in. But right now she's showing bunt one more time. And again, she lays out the pitch off the outside of the plate. Walter at third, Teal at first, playing a couple steps inside the bases, but neither one charging, as Phillips brings the bat back after showing bunt initially. So you can tell the sun has gotten out from behind the clouds, or I should say the clouds have moved from in front of the sun. It's always a good sign when I have to put on sunscreen to do a game. 2-0 pitch fouled straight back. Would have been over our heads if it was for the netting in front of us. Ashton Boyan at shortstop playing fairly shallow. Right in front of the plate. No, they'll say it's a foul ball, that it hit Phillips while she was still in the batter's box. So that takes count to 2-2. We'll look at it again here in the WMS replay. Hard to tell from our vantage point with both Heilman and Russell Crowe, the umpire, in the way, but he had a very good look at it. So Piper's fight back to get the count even at 2-2. She has the play at third and gets the force out there. So the runners move up on the fielder's choice. Kyla Orions will stand in, the designated player. She was called out on strikes in the second inning. Still with runners on first and second for the Blue Devils in this scoreless district final. Just over the infield, gets through for a base hit, but the runners will only be able to move one base. Softly hit, but it found the right spot just beyond the shortstop, Ashlyn Bullion.
Third baseman, number 20,
Third hit of the inning, but the force out keeps the bases loaded, and that'll bring up Tylen Stoll at third base. She popped up to Teal at first to end the second inning. Big opportunity here for the sophomore at third base. Can't catch up to the fastball, though.
Literally told you, that is just your earpiece.
I apologize for that, both the viewers, as well as Adam, who told me in advance that's not going to control your output. And again, Stoll can't catch up to the fastball there. Still only one out for the Blue Devils with the bases loaded. And she's called out on strikes for out number 2. Gonna get another look at it in our WMS replay. 5th strikeout for Piper, second one looking. And we're going to have a pinch hitter. Danica Hanna, a freshman, will bat for McKelvey.
Number 12, Danica Hanna.
So with 2 out, Teresa Gillig wants to try to get a run right here. Sending up the freshman Hannah, a pinch hit for McKelvey. Base is still loaded, but now 2 outs. Into right, short right center field, but it'll be a play right on the edge of the grass for Schalk to end the inning. So the Blue Devils load the bases, but can't get anybody home. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless, live and free on OH Report. To the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless. It will be Ashlyn Bullion to lead things off for the Blue Jackets. And she takes a strike on an off-speed pitch. Gardner McKelvey goes back out to play in the infield after being hit for. To right field, Reagan Kessler, out number 1. Liz Walter at third base will stand in. She grounded out to her counterpart, Tylen Stoll, made an outstanding play to retire her. That was in the first inning as Walter takes down and away for ball 1. Walter, one of those 4 seniors who played on New Riegel 2021 state semifinalist. And the count now even at 1-1. Phillips, even with the bag at third, stole a couple steps in and close to the line down at third. As Simons misses downstairs. Simon's only given up 1 hit. That was the single by Bullion in the first. Ashlyn Bullion, that is. But she issues a walk to Walter.
Left fielder number 18, Elena.
Second walk she's conceded as Elena Schalk, the left fielder, stands in. She grounded out to McKelvey at second to end the first inning. Each team with a double play on a line out slash pop out. Not the conventional way in either case. And Stoll coming in from third, tight to the line. But Elena Schalk ahead in the count, 2-0, and that's going to bring up a conference in the circle. And thanks again to all of you watching us here, both on our Facebook Live page and our YouTube channel, live and free here on OH Report. Justin Wilson running the camera. Adam Thompson is our director, and I'm Keith Kokinda. A great pitchers duel going on here in this district final. Again, winner gets the winner of Lincoln View Patrick Henry. That'll be played tomorrow at 5 p.m. as Schalk takes strike 1 from Kenzie Simons. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 walks. Simons can't reach that. Broadman can. out number 2 as Walter moves up to second base on the slow hit ball.
Catcher number 00, Maddie Heilman.
Maddie Heilman, the catcher, she flew out to Autumn Bullion in left field. Made a fine running catch to start the second inning. Just wide of third, foul. Tony Connor tried to make the play, but couldn't. If he had his glove, he probably would have made it. Simon's the senior, having an outstanding game so far. And she gets strike 2 over. Likewise, Carson Piper, although she got in trouble there in the top of the 4th. Carey at one point had the bases loaded with 1 out, but she got out of it with a strikeout and a pop-up. To short center field, that's going to be a tough play, but making the running catch is Baya Harsanji to end the inning. 4 in the books. We're still scoreless in this district final, live and free on OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
To the top of the 6th, we're still scoreless. The Carey Blue Devils, no runs on 5 hits. New Rigel Blue Jackets, no runs on 1 hit. Neither team has committed an error, as we have Autumn Bullion standing in. She can't catch up to the fastball from Carson Piper for strike 1. Bullion grounded out to Lacey Schalk at second in the 3rd inning. Gonna show bunt, got it down, but foul. So, Autumn Bullion quickly in a hole, 0-2. And Walter and Teal at the corners, 3rd and 1st, well inside the bases. And she can't catch to the fastball for the strikeout.
Shortstop number 13, Riley Broadman.
6th strikeout for Carson Piper. Back to the top of the order. Riley Broadman, the shortstop. She's reached base twice. Walked to lead off the game. Singled with 2 outs in the 3rd, but was stranded there. Carey have left 5 runners on base in this game, including the 3 in the 4th inning when they loaded them up. Both corner infielders, Walter at 3rd, Teal at 1st. A couple of steps inside their bases. Infield at normal depth. Outfield playing about mid-range. As Piper evens the count at 1-1. Broadman briefly showing bunt again. Good play at shortstop by Ashlyn Bullion, and gets the out at first. Excellent range from Ashlyn Bullion for out number 2 as we get a look on the WMS Derek Wentling replay. Good stretch over at first by Teal as well.
Center fielder number 7,
Bea Harsanji, the center fielder, will stand in. Bunted into a double play in the first, struck out to end the third. Teresa Gilligan asking a question of home plate umpire Russell Crowe. And again, the Carey hitters not able to catch up to or lay off those rise balls from Carson Piper. Again, she has 6 strikeouts, 2 of them coming in the third. Fouled straight back, almost over our heads, well out of play. Very tall screen in front of us. The spectators here seated behind us are pretty well protected, as are the ones on either side of the dugouts. They have a screen in front of those as well. Piper quickly ahead, 0-2. Goes well off speed, didn't even get to the plate. Outfield not terribly deep, playing a little more shallow than they have for some of the other Blue Devils hitters. Wide of third, a base hit. Harsanji with a 2-out single, 6th hit of the game for Carey. Kenzie Simons, the pitcher, will stand in. She struck out to end the first, singled in the fourth, but was retired on a force play. On a ball hit back to pitcher Carson Piper. Rise ball misses upstairs. Simons able to lay off that pitch, something the Blue Devils hitters have had trouble doing so far today. The district final, and it's been a good one so far if you like pitching. And Simons able to quickly get ahead, 2-0. And Caden Hertel ran for Simons after she singled in the fourth, so we'll see if they do that again if Simons is able to get on base. Foul tip, not able to be held, but it's strike one. Harsanji not taking much of a lead down at first. Teal playing a couple steps inside of her. Walter at third, about a step inside the base. Into the hole, and that'll be another base hit for the Blue Devils, their 7th. And second hit of the game for Mackenzie Simons, the senior pitcher. And indeed, they will once again send Caden Hertel out there to run for her.
Number 4, Caden Hertel.
But once again, Carey threatening with 2 outs. And again, in that district semifinal win against Hopewell Loudon, they scored 6 of their 8 runs against the Chieftains with 2 outs. So Riley Rao, the catcher, with a chance to give Carey the lead here in the top of the 5th inning. Corner infielders inside their bases. Walter at third, Teal at first. Outfield not playing about mid-range depth, I'd say, straight away. Katie Dreyfuss in center, a step to the right of center, to her right, that is. Your left as you look on your device screen. Into right field, Wensink with a long run, and it'll drop in for a hit, and Carey score first. Blue RBI single scores Harsanji. We'll take another look at it on our WMS replay. Both Schalk and Wensink had long runs, and neither one could get to it as it dropped just inside the line. So Rao comes up with the big RBI single, and once again, the Blue Devils do it with 2 outs, as they did Monday against Hopewell Loudon. And now Kinley Phillips will stand in to shortstop. Ashlyn Bullion makes the play, but the Blue Devils break through as we go to our 5th inning stretch. Carey now with a 1-0 lead. And again, our 5th inning stretch brought to you by HDR Link Wireless Internet. They get the run Carey now with 8 hits in the game, 3 of them coming in the 5th. Actually, in a total of 6 in the last 2 innings. So there we go. You see the score line here. Again, the Carey Blue Devils again coming through with 2 outs, just as they did Monday against Hopewell Loudon. And they now have given their pitcher, Kenzie Simons, a 1-0 lead. Simons has been terrific. She's only given up one hit. She's walked 2. Yet to record a strikeout. Got helped by a double play in the 3rd inning, a fly ball to Autumn Bullion, who then was able to throw out Teal at first, who had wandered well off the base. So Lacey Schalk will stand in, playing at second base. She grounded out to 3rd. Tylen Stoll with another standout defensive play down there. That ended the 2nd inning. Well, Hopewell Loudon only 3 losses on the season. Winners of the Sandusky Bay Conference. As Carey beat Hopewell Loudon in that district semifinal, another Sandusky Bay Conference opponent. Again, they beat the Sandusky Bay Conference Player of the Year in Isabel Beidelshees. For those of you who follow Ohio State baseball, we couldn't find out if there's any possibility of Isabel Beidelsheets being related to Landon Beidelsheets, who pitches for the Buckeyes baseball team. Nice one-hop pick by Garner McKelvey, out number 1.
Now hitting for the Lynn Jackets, the second baseman, number 7, Lacey Shaw.
So now Lacey Schalk stands in. Only once in this game have New Riegel gotten the leadoff hitter aboard, and that was Teal in the 3rd when she drew a walk. Schalk can't catch up to that fastball. Kenzie Simons hasn't shown the fastball nearly as much as her counterpart Carson Piper has, but when she's done it, she's been effective with it. Missing downstairs. Stole a couple steps inside the base at 3rd. Phillips playing a step inside the base over at first base. Outfield fairly deep and straight away. Off-speed pitch in there for strike 2. That one missed down and away to run the count full with 1 out. These 2 teams met here back on April 13th. It was all New Riegel, a 9-0 win for the Blue Jackets as Shaw goes down swinging. First strikeout for Mackenzie Simons. So Jackie Teal at first base will stand in. Again, she got that leadoff walk in the 3rd, but was thrown out on the double play to end the 3rd inning. And Mackenzie Simons in need of some hydration as they get a bottle of water out to her. And it is very warm, still 76 degrees. And the sun has been showing through the clouds for the last few innings. It was obscured by clouds early on, but it's been pretty bright over the last 3 innings. Again, the outfield fairly deep against Teal. Simons misses down and away. Stoll a step inside the base at 3rd, fairly tight to the line, as is Phillips over at 1st, as Teal can't catch up to that fastball. Wind's starting to blow a little bit. About 5 miles per hour. It's basically blowing. If you look at the flag out there in center field, it's blowing from right field to left. It's down here, though, at field level. It feels more like it's in our faces. But, again, not much of a factor. In the air to short center field. Harsanje has it. And that will do it. 1-2-3 inning for Mackenzie Simons to hold the lead for the Carey Blue Devils, up 1-0 in this district final. Live and free on OH Report. The designated player for Carey will lead off the top of the sixth with her Blue Devils up 1-0. She fouls that away. Other scores and games we're also covering on our Facebook Live page and YouTube channels. Tuslaw up in Stark County leading Hillsdale 3-0. Lexington 7-1 over Clear Fork in the fifth. Tuslaw, one of the 4 high schools up in Massillon. Orion swings through the fastball to fall behind 0-2 to Carson Piper, who has 6 strikeouts, but she has given up now. 8 hits and that run in the 5th inning. In the air to right field, Wensink has an easy play for out number 1. Tylen Stoll will stand in. Stoll popped up to Teal at first to end the 2nd inning, called on strikes in the 4th. But she's made a couple of very good defensive plays down at 3rd on hard hit balls with her playing in. Ball's fouled back. Heilman has a play, out number 2. So Garner McKelvey will return to bat. She was pinch hit for in the 4th inning by Danica Hanna, who popped up to Schalk at 2nd base. McKelvey struck out to lead off the 3rd. Interesting paint scheme on McKelvey's helmet. And she's up in the count 2-0. Walter a couple steps inside the base at 3rd. Likewise, Teal at 1st base. Outfield medium depth and pretty much straight away. Taking all the way, and the count goes 3-0. And McKelvey taking all the way there. Checking with her manager, Teresa Gillig, down at 3rd base. Well, she said pitching and defense were the big keys for her Blue Devils, and so far, that's been the story for Carey in this district final, as McKelvey fouls that one off to go 3-2. And again, Carey hitters having a lot of trouble catching up to or laying off those rise balls from Carson Piper. He misses downstairs, so McKelvey with a 2-out walk.
Carey, the left fielder, number 2, Autumn Bullion.
Second walk that Piper has issued, so we'll bring up Autumn Bullion, the left fielder. Heilman thought about a throw down to first base. Bullion grounded out to Schalk at second in the third inning. Struck out to lead off that fifth inning when the Carey Blue Devils got the only run of the game. Into short center field. That's going to be a tough play. They won't make it. That's in for a hit. Because it was right there in center field. McKelvey has to hold it second, but once again, the Blue Devils looking to come through with 2 outs as they did in the fifth and as they did against the Chieftains on Monday. And back to the top of the order and shortstop Riley Broadman. Broadman 1 for 2. She got the first walk to lead off the game. Single, but was stranded in the third and then grounded out to short in the fifth. Popped up in the infield. Lacey Schalk has it for out number 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. New Rigel looking to even this game up in the district final. Live and free on OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
To the bottom of the 6th, New Rigel Blue Jackets trailing the Carey Blue Devils 1-0. Ava Wensink, the number 9 hitter, to lead it off for New Rigel. She takes upstairs from Mackenzie Simons. Justin Wilson running the camera. Adam Thompson, our director. I'm Keith Kokinda. Glad you could join us here. It's been a great pitchers duel in this district final. Carey looking to pull off another surprise here, this time over the number 1 seed, New Rigel Blue Jackets. Wensink with a sacrifice bunt back in the third. Can't catch up to that rise ball.
But I'm aware of it. I use them all, but I use paper.
Tylen Stoll very tight to the line, a couple steps in over at third base as Wensink just barely fouls that one off. Kinley Phillips about even with the base at first. Outfield, medium depth, but straight away. Simon's missing upstairs to even the count at 2-2. In this all navy blue matchup in the district final in Division 4, Wensink can't catch up to another fastball.
Yeah. Oh, there's like usually 4 times a year.
Wensink, freshman right fielder. And Simon just misses. The Carey supporters wanted that pitch. So the string is out. Pop up over the infield. Stoll is calling for it, and finally the catcher, Riley Rao, gets there first and makes the play. Take another look at it. You see there. Good thing they communicated with each other. That could have been an ugly collision. Go back to the top of the order in center fielder Katie Dreyfus. Dreyfus 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to McKelvey at second to lead off the game, and hitting that fly-out double play to left field when Teal was caught off second. Can't catch up to that fastball as it's fouled into the netting next to the Carey dugout on the third base side. Kenzie Simons, no strikeouts, 2 walks, but only 1 hit allowed. That one just missing. You saw Riley Rao catch her with her palm turned up. Umpires are generally going to call that a ball being low when they see that palm up. Bounced over to Stoll at third, who can't make the play. She tried to get it before the short hop, but wasn't able to get there in time. Not sure how that one's going to be scored, but either way, a 1-out runner for the shortstop, Ashlyn Bullion. Bullion singled, but was stranded at second to lead off the game. And she flew out to right field to lead off the fourth. I'll have to wait for the announcement at the end of the inning to see if that was scored a hit or an error. But again, only once have there's a runner going and stealing second is Dreyfus. First steal of the day, puts a runner in scoring position for the Blue Jackets. They've gotten a runner up to second base in 4 of the previous 6 innings so far. Can't catch up to that fastball. Only once have the Blue Jackets gotten the leadoff runner on. That was Teal in the third. As I mentioned, 4 times out of 6 now they've gotten a runner to second. Blue Jackets trying to get back on level terms here. To second, McKelvey with an easy play as the runner moves up to third with 2 outs. So Liz Walter at third base will stand in. She grounded out to Stoll at third in the first inning. Walked but was stranded at second in the fourth. Pop up just beyond left field, and Stoll can't make the play. The Blue Jackets have tied the game. That should be a base hit. That was a very difficult play for Stoll to make. And Liz Walter has even the score at 1-1. We'll get another look at it. See, Stoll was placed so far in front of the base, she couldn't get there in time. So Elena Schalk will come up with 2 outs. She's 0 for 2. Ground out to second to end the first inning. Ground out to shortstop in the fourth. So just like Carey did in the fifth, the Blue Jackets here in the sixth strike with 2 outs. Schalk can't catch up to the fastball, so we'll count as even at 1-1. Pitch down and away. A fair number of Carey supporters here. These 2 schools aren't very far apart, even though they play in different leagues. Carey in the Northern 10 to shortstop. Broadman will take the short route to second base to end the inning, but the New Rigel Blue Jackets even the score at 1-1 as we go to the top of the 7th, live and free on OH Report. square as we go to the 7th inning. Bea Harsanje, the center fielder for Carey, will stand in as the Blue Jackets get a run in the 6th to tie this district final at 1-1. She takes upstairs. Harsanje 1 for 3, singled and scored the only Carey run in the 5th. She also bunted into a double play in the 1st and struck out to end the 3rd. Outfield not terribly deep as Harsanje is ahead in the count, 2-0. Walter, who just tied the game with the RBI single, a couple steps inside the base at 3rd. Likewise, Jackie Teal down at 1st. And Harsanje well out in front of this count here. I think she'll be taking all the way. Yeah, winner gets the winner of Lincoln View and Patrick Henry. That game to be played tomorrow at 5 p.m. at Patrick Henry. And a 4-pitch walk for Harsanje. So that'll bring the New Rigel manager Tony Connor out to talk to his pitcher in infield. Third walk issued by Carson Piper in this game. Now bring up the pitcher, Mackenzie Simons. Simons struck out to end the 1st. 2 for 3, singled in both the 4th and the 5th. She was stranded in the 5th, got retired on a force out in the 4th. Sun getting a little bit lower now. The outfielders, especially in left and center, Elena Schalk and Katie Dreyfus, respectively, might have a little more trouble now. Carey have stranded 9 runners in this game, and including a bases-loaded threat in the 4th. Both these pitchers have been outstanding today. Gotten some good help from their defense as Simons can't catch up to the fastball from Piper. Riley Rao, the catcher, awaits. She got the RBI single in the 5th. Through the circle and through the middle, a base hit. Back-to-back singles to open the 7th for the Blue Devils. We apologize for a little issue we're having with the stream here. We appreciate your patience, whether you're watching on Facebook Live or our YouTube channel. 11 hits now for the Blue Devils, and once again, it'll be Caden Hurdle, the junior, to run for Simons after Simons gets her 3rd hit of the day. All the hits today have been singles, net to get an extra base hit. As Riley Rao, the catcher, stands in, can't catch up to that fastball. And she has the only RBI of the game in the 5th. She's 2 for 3. She also singled and was stranded in the 4th. Fouled out to Teal at first base to open up the 2nd. Both corner infielders a step or 2 inside the base. Bounded right back to the pitcher. She'll try to go to the 3rd for the force out and got it. Excellent play by Carson Piper on a slow hit ball. So Rao reaches for the 3rd time today, this time on the fielder's choice. Kinley Phillips, the first base, will stand in. She's 1 for 3. A single in the 2nd, reaching a fielder's choice in the 4th, grounded out to shortstop to end the 5th. That was the inning when Carey got their run. Hurdle, the pinch runner at 2nd, the courtesy runner, I should say. Rao, the catcher, at 1st. Both corner infielders, Walter at 3rd and Teal at 1st, a couple steps inside the bags. Outfield not very deep and straight away. late on the swing. Over here on the left side, it'll be Walter to put it away in foul territory for the second out, and a big second out that is, as the runners can't advance.
DP number 11,
Kyla Orion's the designated player. And Reagan Kessler, the right fielder, not hitting. Orion's 1 for 3. Called out in strikes in the second. Single was stranded in the fourth. Flew out to Wensink in right field to open the sixth. Again, both the runs scored in this game came with 2 outs. Something Carey did well in the semifinal win against Hopewell Loudon, getting 6 of their 8 runs on the Chieftains with 2 outs. And Orion's quickly ahead in the count. Outfield still not very deep. And again, the corner infielders a step or 2 inside their bases. Late swing fouled away to the right side. And we've seen this most of this game. These Carey hitters either not able to catch up to these fastballs or not able to lay off the rise balls. Carey looking to retake the lead. Off-speed pitch misses upstairs, 3-1. Kyla Orion's exclusively a DP, and she walks to load the bases. 4th walk. Second one in this inning conceded by Carson Piper, so another big opportunity for Tylen Stoll playing at third base. She is 0 for 3. Popped up to first to end the second. Called on strikes in the 4th. Fouled out to the catcher, Maddie Heilman, in the 6th. Fouled straight back. Heilman won't have a play on this one, though. She was charged with an error on that ball hit by Dreyfus in the 6th inning, was Tylen Stoll, but she's made a couple of outstanding defensive plays as well. A couple of great picks on very hard hit balls, but she was playing well inside the bag at third. Outfield still not very deep, as Stoll not able to lay off the off-speed pitch and fall quickly behind in the count. And it's, at least back here behind the plate, it's close to an even crowd for both sides. Again, Carey is not that far away from here, even though they do play in different leagues. Carey in the Northern 10 Blue Jackets of New Rigel in the Sandusky Bay Conference. There's a ball hit deep into right center field. That's going to go in there for extra bases. No, she'll be held to a single, but 2 runs will score. Here comes a 3rd run, and the Carey Blue Devils get 3 on a 2-out hit by Tylen Stoll. We'll get another look on the replay there. You see Stoll is very happy as she drives in 3 runs to put the Blue Devils up 4-1. And again, just as they did Monday, they strike with 2 outs. Garner McKelvey now will stand in. She's 0 for 1, struck out to lead off the 3rd, walked in the 6th, was pinch hit for in the 4th. Fouls that one off as she was fooled by the off-speed pitch. Danica Hanna pinch hit for her in the 4th and popped up to Lacey Schalk at second to end that inning. 185 feet down both the lines, 210 to dead center field. Stoll drove that nearly to the fence, and there's a base hit in the right field, and it gets by the right fielder, Wensink. Stoll into 3rd. Stoll is being sent home, and she will make it easy. An RBI double for McKelvey. The first extra base hit of the game.
Out at second.
They got her out at second, but the run should. The question is, does the run count? But either way, We'll
go to a break and find out.
Well, we'll take a break and find out. But either way, the Carey Blue Devils take the lead live and free on OH Report. One does count.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Meanwhile, to the bottom of the 7th, last chance for the new Rigel Blue Jackets, who suddenly find themselves down 5-1 after a 4-run 7th inning, and Maddie Heilman, the catcher, takes strike 1. She's 0 for 2. Led off the 2nd by flying out to Autumn Bouillon in left field. Ended the 4th by flying out to Baya Harsanje in center field, who made a very good running catch. Well, we'll get another look at that play. That was Tylen Stoll scoring, and then they got the out at second as they caught McKelvey a little bit off the base down there. So credit McKelvey with a single and with a double and an RBI. As again, she had made it into second base. So that was the first extra base hit of this game. 1-2 pitch driven hard into left field and over the head of Autumn Bouillon in left field. And that'll be the Blue Jackets' first extra base hit. A double to lead off the 7th. Here's the WMS replay. A well-hit ball. Bouillon looked like she made a move in before going back, and it was over her head. Outfield playing pretty deep now. And another pinch hitter. This time it's Olivia Schalk. And she drives it deep into left field. Bouillon going back. It's a home run. So the Blue Jackets pull back to Olivia Schalk, the elder of the sisters, her and Lacey. And the Blue Jackets get to within 2, and here it is again on the WMS replay.
Exact same spot as the
Almost the same place as the double by Heilman. So Teresa Gillig having a discussion with her team now. Mackenzie Simons getting hit hard really for the first time in this game. And now Lacey Schalk, the younger of the Schalk sisters, will stand in. She's 0 for 2. Grounded out to Stoll at third, made an outstanding play to end the 2nd inning, and struck out in the 5th. The only strikeout that Kenzie Simons has recorded in this game. Can't catch up to that pitch, though. Blue Jackets trying to either force an extra inning or win it here in the bottom of the 7th. Now down by just 2 after the home run by Olivia Schalk. So her younger sister Lacey looking to keep things going for New Rigel. 1-1 misses upstairs. So for the first time today, a team scores with less than 2 outs. popped up high over the infield. Riley Brobman, the shortstop, taking charge for out number 1. Jackie Teal at first base. She walked and was thrown out on a double play to end the 3rd inning. Flew out to Harsanjay in center field to end the 5th. Tony Connor has a discussion with her. Looks like Teal is in some kind of difficulty. And we'll have a pinch hitter. Don't want to speculate what's going on, but it looked like Teal might have a little bit of a breathing issue there. Will be Claire Schalk, another one of the Schalk family, to stand in.
Number 15, Claire Schalk.
So Claire Schalk, also a freshman, will pinch hit. Again, a cousin to both Elena, Lacey, and Olivia. And she quickly takes strike 1. 2 runs in here in the bottom of the 7th for New Rigel, but they still need at least 2 more. Foul back to even put Schalk in a hole at 0-2. Well, I mentioned that the Carey manager, Teresa Gillig, talked about pitching and defense, and they've both come through for her today. Even though Mackenzie Simons did surrender that 2-run home run to Olivia Schalk.
That's a
Final score, Lexington over Clear Fork, 7-1. Thanks for watching over there on our main YouTube channel, for coming over here to watch this district final, which has been a good one. Pop up on the right side. Kinley Phillips has a play, 2 outs. So it's up to Ava Wensink, the right fielder, to try to extend this game. She's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Popped up to Riley Rao to open the 6th. Wensink can't catch up to the initial fastball. Clouds have moved over to obscure the sun once again. Right now, the Blue Devils are feeling pretty sunny with a 2-run lead and 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th and an 0-2 count on Wensink. You can hear the Carey supporters. They've come out in big numbers, especially back here with us behind the plate. Mackenzie Simons trying to close it out. Fouled off at the plate. Strikeout by Simons to end it, and the Carey Blue Devils are through, and they've won the district. One more look at it. Kenzie Simons, a complete game, an outstanding pitching performance, strikes out Wensink to end it. And only her 2nd strikeout of the game, but the Carey Blue Devils have won the district, and they're through to the next round. They'll get the winner of either Lincoln View or Patrick Henry. That game to be played tomorrow at 5 p.m. Back with more after this, live and free here on OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works?